Executive Tower, Malibu 715, Bravo, Bravo, holding short 31, ready to go.
Malibu 715, Bravo, Bravo, Executive Tower, hold short, runway 31, waiting out for our release.
Hold short 31. Everything's green, airspeed's alive. Good for 80.
A few weeks ago, Sarah, Quinn, and I took our first long trip in BB. We flew from Austin to North Carolina for my family's annual beach trip in a place called Emerald Isle. This was the first time we took a long trip without an instructor or a mentor pilot on board in BB, so we were able to top off the tanks without limiting our luggage, which was really nice. We got a late start on Friday morning, taking off around 10 a.m. The first leg of the flight was from Austin to Memphis. On the way up to flight level 210, that's 21,000 feet, we had a fuel pump indicator that came on whenever we used the left tank. But it didn't seem to be causing any issues with the fuel flow or the engine running smoothly, so I turned on the emergency fuel pump just in case. But once we were up at cruising altitude, the indicator went away on both tanks.
What does the red light say?
It's boost pump. I'm trying to figure out if there's anything I should be doing. It's there's a redundant pump system, so I'm just making sure there's nothing I should be doing to deal with what might be a boost pump fault.
Okay. Nothing to immediately worry about, but also no solution.
Yeah, so the boost pump creates pressure to supplements the gravity feeding.
Uh-huh.
So it's not an emergency, but it is something we need to have looked at.
Okay.
And I'm just we'll switch tanks here in a little while, and I'll use up the right tank more than the left, because the right tank doesn't seem to have a boost pump issue.
Okay. Did it turn off because you switched your tank?
No.
It just turned off randomly?
Yeah.
Turn 20 degrees to the right, that's super traffic.
20 degrees to the right. Something. We'll see if it comes back on later.
Yeah, 2734.
Is it more like fragile to getting like messed up or blocked while you're ascending by any chance?
It's possible. The tanks and the whole fuel system is sensitive to the angle it's at.
Okay.
It's why, like the radar pod makes us fly just a little bit sideways, so we have to trim the rudder to counteract it.
Uh-huh.
And that like messes with your fuel system and makes it hard to actually understand how much fuel you have if you don't correct it every time you cruise.
Uh-huh.
There are a lot of little things like that.
The number 753 Charlie.
The one we have to watch out for that's actually like an emergency worth landing for is fuel pressure. If you don't have enough pressure to feed the engine, then you switch tanks and land.
Okay.
The rest of the trip to Tennessee was smooth. A storm system popped up just over Memphis as we got close, so we decided to change our destination a bit north to the McKellar-Sipes Regional Airport in Jackson, Tennessee.
Center 5 Bravo Bravo. Don't know if you have updated information, but wondering if people are getting into Olive Branch or if the weather's giving people trouble right now.
715 Bravo Bravo. Memphis approach says they're having no trouble getting in Olive Branch.
Perfect, thank you, sir. 5 Bravo Bravo.
Are there storms where we're landing?
Yeah, it looks like there's a system. The system's moving that way. If we need to, we'll go 20 minutes farther north where there are no systems. So just trying to make that decision early.
So 182 Charlie Papa, you can just send a pilot discussion maintain 4,000.
Yeah, you can see it over there, off to the east, southeast of us. But we're pointed straight at where we're going, so you can see like the edge of the system.
Center Malibu 715 Bravo Bravo request.
341, go ahead. 715 Bravo Bravo, go ahead.
We'd like to update our destination to Mike Kilo Lima to avoid the weather on our turn.
November 715 Bravo Bravo, cleared to McKellar Airport via direct.
Direct McKellar, thank you, 5 Bravo Bravo.
Malibu 5 Bravo Bravo, runway 2, cleared to land.
Runway 2, cleared to land, 5 Bravo Bravo.
We'll enter a left downwind for 2, report midfield for 032.
Glenn, do you see that helicopter?
Jackson had a nice little FBO with a crew car, so we went to a local restaurant just down the street called The Blacksmith, which was really good. After lunch, we headed back to the airport and loaded up and flew from Jackson to Raleigh, North Carolina. Are you eating lemon? Just munching on a lemon? How does it taste? What does it taste like?
What does Flippy say?
Tower Malibu 715 Bravo Bravo, holding short, 2, ready for release.
Malibu 715 Bravo Bravo, Jackson. Hey, Roger, hold short to guy for release.
Hold short, 5 Bravo Bravo. 57, 71, 75, 80.
Malibu 5 Bravo Bravo, contact Memphis City. You guys have a great day.
Over to center. Thank you, sir. 5 Bravo Bravo.
The flight path took us directly over the Appalachian Mountains, which was beautiful, and we got to fly right over my hometown, which I hadn't visited in years. We arrived in Raleigh right around sunset. The airspace was pretty busy, so we were vectored all around the Charlie for a bit before we finally landed, but it was a smooth landing.
Straight off our left wing is where I was born.
Bravo Bravo, turn right, heading 150.
150, 5 Bravo Bravo.
Yep, that is up there.
Yankee
That's
Bravo,
over
230.
top of incoming traffic.
Okay.
I think they're going to circle us,
3 descend and maintain 3,000.
which would be fine.
I mean...
Southwest 9022, thank you for the help. Contact tower 127.45.
Yeah. You might see some jets coming in under us. They've cleared a couple into 5 left, which is
Departure
should be under us shortly.
2132 out of 5 for 6,000, heading 035.
2132, Raleigh departure, radar contact, climb maintain 12,000, clear direct Mexico, resume the departure.
Climb to 12,000, direct Mexico, resume the departure, Delta 2132.
Now 7503, turn right, heading 320. Tower 5 Bravo Bravo, clear visual approach, runway 5 right, contact tower 127.45.
2745, clear 5 right, visual, 5 Bravo Bravo. Tower Malibu 715, Bravo, visual 5 right.
Malibu 715, Bravo Bravo, generally 5 right, we reserve the jet path, which land.
Clear to land 5 Bravo Bravo.
All right.
5 Bravo Bravo, just want to confirm with a 5 right, clear to land.
5 right, clear to land, 5 Bravo Bravo.
Raleigh Tower, Archer 534 Alpha, established on RNAV runway 32. Archer 534 Alpha, Raleigh Tower 1060 at 5, runway 32, clear to land. 32, clear to land, 534 Alpha. For 5 Bravo Bravo, make the left when able, and then turn right on Alpha, contact ground point enter.
Left when able, right on Alpha, ground point 9er, 5 Bravo Bravo.
We spent 2 nights in Raleigh at the Umstead Hotel in Cary, North Carolina, a few miles from the airport. The hotel was spectacular. They upgraded us unexpectedly and gave us a nice suite. They even provided a really nice crib for Quinn, which was a game changer for sleep. He usually struggles to sleep in a pack and play. The weather was rainy while we were in Raleigh, but we still had a great time. The hotel was wonderful, so we had lots of stuff to do there. And we took Quinn to a couple of kid-friendly places around Raleigh. His favorite was a museum called the Marbles Kid Museum. On Sunday, we loaded back up for the short flight to the coast. The airspace was busy and there was some weather near the airport, so I skipped setting up the cameras. I wanted to limit distractions. As soon as we took off, the oil temperature indicator showed a really high reading, and then the alarm started sounding. So right when they handed us off to departure, I told Tower that we need to remain in the pattern. They didn't declare an emergency for us, which was nice, so we landed without much fanfare and safely right back where we started. We had a rental car through the FBO, so we just extended the rental through the rest of the week and drove to the beach. And once we made it to the beach, a couple hours later, we had an absolutely amazing week. In the next video, we'll fly up the East Coast, stopping in Maryland, New Jersey, and then head all the way back home to Texas, so stay tuned.